Oh, hey, just admiring the 2012 champion fantasy football Reno Rush championship ring here. Alright, everyone, I apologize. I've been a horrible commissioner for the last 7 weeks. I was great for the first 4, and then I got back to real world and got a new job, and I've been busy. But it's playoff time, so I gotta get my priorities straight again. It's fantasy football time. So, without any further ado, let's take a look at where we stand, team by team. Alright. The West, as far as playoffs go, is decided. Bills had an incredible start to the season, just blowing everybody away, but then dropped its last 4 straight to take itself out of the playoffs. Team Chong, same thing. So made some good acquisitions, some good moves, but just can't win. Killer Tomatoes, don't think there's any real big surprise there. They just missed the playoffs. Maybe next year. As far as the teams in the West that have made the playoffs, California Crushers and Meganizer Bunny will take up the 3rd and 4th spots depending on how their records go today. Meganizer Bunny is playing Joke Milk, and California Crush is playing Aztec for Life. Either way, even if they both lose, they're both still going to make the playoffs. Purple Ruse, John's Tigers, they're at the top in the West. They will decide who gets first and who gets second. Purple Ruse is playing Zactac. It's already down 64 points to none, so not looking good. John's Tigers is playing Blue Bayou, and he's up 35 to 12 right now. So basically, they're just trading off who gets an easier matchup week 1 in the playoffs. That's the West. Moving on to the East. The East is exciting. There's only one team that is out of the playoffs in the East so far. So apologize to Martin Monsters. Again, another team that just grinded out week by week, and they make good pickups, and they're doing the job, and they're putting in the right players, but just luck's not on their side this year, unfortunately. The next 5 teams all could or could not make the playoffs. Reno Rush, Replacements, Joke Milk, Blue Bayou, and Aztec for Life, at the end of the day, could all end up 7 and 6. On top of the pile there is Zactac, 8 and 4. Regardless of how things play out, Zactac will be making the playoffs, whether it be in the first place position or I don't think I would slide. I think I'm going to take first place, even if I lost. So, for those 5 teams deciding who's going to make the playoffs, the way it works is if you end up with the same record, the tiebreaker is your divisional record. So, for example, Joke Milk and Reno Rush end up tied for the last spot, 7 and 6. Joke Milk beat Reno Rush by 0.3 points 2 weeks ago. So Joke Milk would go through over Reno Rush. With the 5 teams here, the matchups and the history and who beat who is incredible. You'd have to have a huge chart to map out who would end up where, depending on if the record's tied. If Aztec for Life and Blue Bayou win, then they're in. That's simple. That's all it is to it. Winning in, they control their own destiny. Joke Milk, Replacements, and Reno Rush, if they all lose, they still have tied record for the last playoff spot. And then it comes down to Joke Milk would go over Reno Rush. Reno Rush would, I think, take Replacements, and I don't know who won Joke Milk or Replacements. So, bottom line is, one of those teams, if you win, you're in a better spot. If you lose, you're pretty much done. But there is some hope. So, it is pretty interesting. If you look at the playoffs tab, right now the teams don't line up. It's because the playoffs in the computer, they do it based on overall record, not by division. So as soon as it gets decided, I'll go in and I'll edit that and I'll put in it by division. And then we'll have the playoffs. So in a few short weeks, we might have somebody else getting one of these. And also, on a side note, the trophy that everyone has been waiting so long to see is I'd say 80%, 70, 80% done in construction. And I've been told by a lot of voices in my head that it is the most awesomest trophy of all time. And I have to agree. I'll be very, very excited to unveil that once the winner is chosen. So, without any further ado, good luck, good luck, and well, you're all gonna lose because the commissioner's gonna win it this year. But good luck until you play me.